I don't love Courtland Sutton. I got to be honest with you. You're looking at a situation here where he has not been good when Jerry Jeudy has been on the field. He's a sit for me for week number 12. Just don't love the setup for him taking on this Chargers defense. Like you mentioned, Samuel in the concussion protocol, looking like he's going to be able to return. This is a matchup I think we're going to see the Broncos, which is why I'm sure you love or like Melvin Gordon. There is no, at this point, Linval Joseph. We'll find out if Jerry Tillery is going to be able to return, Pete. But where do you come out on Courtland Sutton this week, taking on the Chargers secondary?
I think you run the ball on the Chargers. I think that's the way to be. I mean, and last week, the Steelers got away from it because they had to get away from it because of the way the game flow was going. But I don't think that's going to be the case here. So I think you have to run the ball on the Chargers.
All right, and as you see, the other sits for me, D'Onta Foreman. I'm hopeful he's going to, as you said earlier this week, Pete, take on the identity of what the Titans need them to be. But I'm still concerned about the matchup taking on the Patriots. And look, he's got to be healthy dealing with that tricep injury. All right, let's talk about Odell Beckham here, Dave, because game removed from his debut, which was in Week 10 with the Rams following the addition. And we know game removed from Robert Woods being out. So he had a bye week to get himself right, but you don't think he's going to get right against the Packers?
I'm not sure if he's ever going to get right ever again. And this Packers defense, they got blown up by Minnesota. There's no doubt about it. Justin Jefferson had a huge game, but Odell Beckham is not Justin Jefferson. I'm not even sure if he's Adam Thielen at this point in his career. And I think Matthew Stafford, that protection with his offensive line, you want to talk about an O-line that's going to have a problem. Hopefully they've done enough to try and fix it and coordinate themselves better against the Packers, who are getting healthy in their pass rush this week. I'm nervous about OBJ coming through. He's barely a flex play for me, to be honest with you. I'd rather go with a Broncos receiver, whether it's Jeudy or Sutton.
Pete, what are we going to get from Odell Beckham, Van Jefferson, Rams, again, trying to work through replacing Robert Woods?
It's hard to understand what they're going to do with Beckham because we saw him limited time. And so now he's been with the team for a while. So what's his role going to be? Is he going to get more snaps? Is he going to get more targets? I think moving forward he will. But again, I prefer Van Jefferson from the two for right now. But until I see Beckham doing his thing, because we don't know what he is. He wasn't good in Cleveland, and people wonder, well, was it just him? No. Was it just the Browns' offense? No, it was him. So let's see if he's ready to go. And I'm not going to believe in him until I see it.
All right, so we'll see what happens with Beckham. Hopefully we get something. Remember, he hasn't scored a touchdown since early in the 2020 season. A lot of that has to do with injury, but it's been a long time since we've seen Beckham score a touchdown. It'd be fun to see, but I'm with Dave. I would not start him this week against the Packers.